And before I leave here, I thought this was pretty comical. You got the horses pulling stuff down the Granite Railway. Look at these wheels. They're bigger than the horses, right? This is all made up, guys. Let's go see what the other one says. Yeah, opened October 7th, 1826. This gateway marks the foot of the old incline, a part of the Granite Railway. The idea of this railway was conceived and carried out by Gridley Bryant in the face of the great opposition, but supported by Thomas Hensed Perkins, to transport the stone for Bunker Hill Monument from the quarry to Tidewater in the Neponset River, a distance of 2 3/4 miles. Started in 1826, finished in 1826. So April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months to go 2 3/4 miles with nothing but shovels and pickaxes and horses and mules and the mighty men, the mighty renowned men of old. Couldn't have done it without them. I gotta go.
It's beautiful out here. Sometimes I think we take it for granted, but it's a special place where you can go, get your thoughts in order, get away from the world for a few minutes.
Hey, David Wayne here. I'm at the Quincy Quarry. Directly in front of you is where the quarry has been filled in. And in this little nook here, it's like 100-foot half circle. Let's have a look inside here and see what we can find. I believe this is all ruins of the old world, as everything's been buried. Brick jambalaya, right? Pebblecrete with steel. This entire pile is all the same stuff. Stairway here. Let's go on this side. There's some massive pieces on this side, guys. Lots of brick in here. This one piece right here, it's got to be 8 by 8. Just massive. It's got massive steel. I mean, gnarly steel. It's also got wire. A pipe holding wires. I mean, look at that mangled mess of steel. Brick. Giant steel. Giant boulder of brick here with massive steel in it. Got this giant piece of granite right here. It's the same stuff we see everywhere. Obviously, this was all part of a building, an old world building. That slab right there, it's probably 10 feet long by about 5 feet high. Solid brick. And look at this over here. Look at this steel beam. I mean, massive steel, guys. Just goes into the ground. Just a mangled mess here. Of course, you got all your feather and wedge everywhere as well. It's just destruction everywhere. And when you look at the quarry, when they emptied the quarry of the water, It doesn't even look like a quarry. Looks like a blown out building. Old world. And then they filled it in. I'll look around in here a little bit more. And then we're going to head over to the Granite Railroad here in Quincy. So supposedly, this quarry was selected in 1825 for the Bunker Hill Monument, and they built a railroad from Quincy up that way. And they called it the Granite Railway. It was the first railroad in America. And yeah, it originated from this quarry. Talk about impossibilities, huh? So here we have the pebblecrete, steel in concrete. We have your feather and wedge. We have everything we find at a quarry and old world sites, including boulder, pebblecrete with bricks all going through it. You'd swear from this side that this boulder here, hold on a second, you would swear that this was just a boulder, and then boom, all bricks on the other side. I mean, everything we find everywhere is in this pile. Just a quarry operation, guys? It can't be. It can't be. I mean, this one large piece right here on the ground's got to be like 12 feet long, 6 feet high on one end, 4 feet on this side. And it's just blocked out. You got your feather wedge and mortar in between. And look, brick as well. It's part of the old world. That's all it is. All right, guys, I was up there about a quarter of a mile up on the hill. I'm down here in a Quincy neighborhood. The entire neighborhood is covered with granite walls, all janky walls all throughout the neighborhoods. And I'm at the Granite Railroad. And I just wanted to show what's around here. Looks like the top's missing. Giant granite steps. Let's take a walk out back here for a moment. And let's go over to the Granite Railroad. This is how they supposedly got all the granite out and up to build the Bunker Hill Monument in Chelsea, Mass. There's your narrative. I'm not going to dwell on that. Like a 10-foot round circle there of steel. And then you have this huge causeway here. You see the monuments? They got to be about 15 feet high, 4 feet wide. Massive, massive monuments. And then you have this granite going up the side of the hill. And you can see the steel. There, one in the middle, and one on this side. It's just right here in the neighborhood. Like I said, the walls all through the neighborhood, all janky walls. It's probably about 50 feet high, 200 feet long. Big platform up here. Pebble Creek appearing platform. I don't know. So does this look legit? They pulled stones out of here in 1824. Got them on the railroad all the way up to Boston to build the Bunker Hill Monument and surrounding area. Because in 1824, with your shovel and your axes and your pickaxes, I guess you could do anything, right? And they did it all. They did it all. Anyway, not sure about the traffic. I was gonna head up to Bunker Hill Monument, but I think everyone can catch the narrative of that place. I'll get up there one day, but I'm not getting in that traffic, I'll tell you that. Granite Railway. Weird. And before I leave here, I thought this was pretty comical. You got the horses pulling stuff down the Granite Railway. Look at these wheels. They're bigger than the horses, right? This is all made up, guys. Let's go see what the other one says. Yeah, opened October 7th, 1826. This gateway marks the foot of the old incline, a part of the Granite Railway. The idea of this railway was conceived and carried out by Gridley Bryant in the face of the great opposition, but supported by Thomas Hensed Perkins, to transport the stone for Bunker Hill Monument from the quarry to Tidewater in the Neponset River, a distance of 2 3/4 miles. Started in 1826, finished in 1826. So April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months to go 2 3/4 miles with nothing but shovels and pickaxes and horses and mules and the mighty men, the mighty renowned men of old. Couldn't have done it without them. I gotta go.